everyone! So I wanted to hop on here today and talk about something that I get asked about a lot. And it's a comment that I hear a lot. And it's that eating healthy and being healthy and stuff, that's really expensive. And asking me how you can save money and still eat healthy and things like that. And I totally understand that. I have 4 kids, I have a husband and all of that, and I have a really tight grocery budget, so I completely understand that concern. So I wanted to share with you 6 ways that I save money and still eat healthy, and some things that have really worked for my family. So the first one is I buy freezer fruit and freezer veggies. Now, there are some things that I buy fresh, like spinach and things like that, if I know that I'm going to use them a lot. But in general, a lot of the veggies I eat, probably like almost, 80% of the veggies I eat are frozen. So the reason I like frozen vegetables, 1, it's cheaper, 2, they don't go bad, which is really great, because how many times have you bought something and had really good intentions on eating it, and then you forget about it, or life happens and you're not able to cook it, and then it goes bad and you have to throw it out? That's a waste of money, right? So I love frozen veggies for that reason. You can get them, you can keep them in your freezer. A lot of these, like the cauliflower and broccoli, you can steam them right in the bag in your microwave, so it's quick and it's easy and it's convenient. Same thing with fruit. The other really great thing about frozen vegetables compared to like canned and fresh is that they pick them when they're ripe. So you're going to get the most like nutritional boost out of it because it's ripened. So it's another benefit to doing that. But I like Walmart brand when it comes to frozen fruits and veggies. They're a lot cheaper than the name brands, and it's the same thing in there. There's no difference. Cauliflower is going to taste like cauliflower. Broccoli is going to taste like broccoli. So do yourself some favor and, save some money. Get store brand frozen vegetables. Another thing you can do as well is if you are given a bunch of vegetables, or you find some on a really good deal, or things go on sale, like when bananas go on sale or different things like that, get them, cut them up, put them in a freezer bag, and then you can freeze them the exact same way. So then you can have a bulk amount. So buy freezer fruit and freezer veggies. So that's my first way to save money on eating healthy. The second way that I do is that I eat in season. So just to give you a kind of example of that, watermelon. Watermelon is one of those snacks that I love. I love to eat it. My family loves to eat it. But when it is not in season, it is very expensive to get. So if you will shop in season, during the summer is a great time to get a lot of really great deals on fruits and vegetables. You can go to road stands. You can go to farmers markets. A lot of your friends might have excess fruit and vegetables in their garden. Things like that. When you eat in season, it's going to be cheaper, and you'll notice that price when you're in the grocery store and you're looking around. Apples around harvest season get really cheap. Right now, a lot of vegetables are really cheap just because they're growing and they're overabundant. But then, if you're going to be eating something that's not, and they have to ship it from far away to get it, not only is a chance that it wasn't really ripe when they picked it, but it has to travel and they have to pay for that cost. So eat in season. Look for things that are in season. A lot of the times you can just kind of look around your grocery store in the produce section and see what's the cheapest option. One of the ways I actually meal plan is I have kind of a basic idea what I want to do, and then I will go to the grocery store or roadside stands and see what I can get a really good deal on, and then I will rotate and switch some of my meals around that way. So that's another way. The third way is price comparisons. There are some stores that some things are cheaper than others. You might be able to get a better deal at Walmart or at Aldi's or Ingles on certain things. It really depends. So what I like to do is I always have a little notepad with me, and I will just kind of have a running list. And that way I know where something's cheaper. So if I know that, for example, I do a lot of great value frozen veggies, so I know that's the best price, and if I see a sale on at Ingles, and I know if it's a good deal or not. 2, if I'm going to be picking up things like at Ingles, I can make like a separate Walmart list and just run in there just to get those kind of things. So price comparison, because even though it might only be like 20 cents or 50 cents, sometimes on name brand things, it can be up to like a couple dollars difference. But if you kind of have a running list on your phone, you can save it in your notes, anything like that, just so you kind of have a basic idea, then that's going to help you as well. Now, another way you can save money, number 4, would be grow your own. So this is something that I always encourage people to do, because you can grow vegetables on your porch, you can grow them in your yard. There are a lot of vegetables that are really easy to grow, like cucumbers are really easy, salad mixes, things like that. You can grow those things, and then you can have a little bit more money for things that might be a little bit more finicky, like sometimes broccoli, and cabbage can get eaten by a lot of bugs. So there are just different things that might not be super easy to do if you're like a beginner gardener. So grow the things that are really easy, and then you can save your money for the things that are a little bit harder to grow. So let's see, so far we have buying freezer fruit and veggies, eating in season, price comparison, growing your own. So the next one is meal planning. This is a really big way to save money, because I have been known to go in a grocery store and just buy a bunch of things, and then you get home and nothing really kind of goes together. And then you've wasted money, because then you have to go back out to the grocery store and get things that kind of can make a meal together. So meal planning is huge. And we can actually, if anyone's interested, we can always do a video about that later on, about how to meal plan really easily and things like that. So meal plan is a way, because if you know what you're going to get, then you're not going to buy anything extra that's going to go bad. You're going to be able to stick to one. I have a big whiteboard in my kitchen that I write down all the meals on, and that's also great because my kids always want to know what we're having for dinner. If it's right there, then they know, and then they don't ask me, and that's one less questions I get asked today. So meal plan is another way. So the last one is make your own. So things like granola bars, muffins, pancakes, things like that, if you will make from scratch, and it's really not as hard as it seems. I know that it can be kind of overwhelming to look at a million different recipes, and if there's anything really specific that you're looking for, like if you want a really good muffin recipe or a pancake recipe, feel free to ask me on here. I can find it for you. I've probably got a ton of them. But things like that, granola bars, muffins, pancakes, even pancake mix. I have a pancake mix that I made up because my husband really likes the boxed pancake mix. So I made up little baggies of them. I just made a big batch up, and it was crazy cheap. Popcorn, that's another one. You will see these, big bags of popcorn that you can buy, and they're good. Trust me, we love them. But popcorn, I could make like a pot of popcorn for like 25 cents. Compared to buying a bag of popcorn that's a couple dollars. That's a big difference. And when you make your own, it saves you money, but too, it saves you a lot of preservatives and just things like that, because and you're putting real food. So buying like a muffin, just for comparison, a muffin that you make, all the ingredients you put in it, you're going to be able to pronounce. If you buy a muffin from a store, it's in a package, it's going to have preservatives in it, it's going to have a lot of things that you cannot pronounce. So when you're looking at things of how can I be healthy, a lot of it is not always like, eat all the fruits and vegetables you can. Yeah, that's great, but sometimes it's also little things like making the switch over to foods that you can pronounce. And when you make your own, that's a really great way to do it. You have flour and sugar and baking soda and eggs and milk. Those are all things that you pronounce. You know where they're from. You know that there's no weird chemicals in there. With popcorn, it's oil and popcorn seeds and salt. So there's just a lot of little things like that can make a really big difference, not only in your budget, but in your health. So just to go back over it, ways to save money for eating healthy would be buying freezer fruits and vegetables, eating in season, looking at farmers markets, road stands, price comparison, store to store, keep that note on your phone, grow your own veggies, make meal plans, and then of course make your own. So hope everyone's having a really great day. I just kind of wanted to hop on here and talk about this because it's a question I get a lot. So have a great day, and if you need anything, just let me know.